Welcome to the next video in this series, which is your message mastery. And once you have gone into your movement, once you have created a new universe for people to step into, once you've created a new movie for people to experience along with you, once you have created this world within your movement and defined the boundaries and the height and the width and the depth of the world that you are in, which is what your movement really does. It's really what it does. Now it's time to define the mission that you are, or the message you are driving through that movement, and that you are here to express and to help people to simplify. So it's this beautiful, amazing concept. And then here's what we do. Here's how we do it. Here's who we serve. Here's why we do it. And here's how it relates to your personal story. That's where the magic really, really happens, because it gives people something to understand, and it captures, it inspires their heart and soul. And then it gives their mind clarity and comfort and ease and the ability to process what you are asking for and to bring them into a new reality, which is really what you're here to create. So here we go. So message mastery is what we're going into next. So please include your name and tell us your unique, authentic message that differentiates you from the world and attracts raving fans, speakers, and sponsors. Very, very important. And that is what we're here to do. So first up, go into your personal transformations, your darkest darks, your highest highs. This is what shows people that you are relatable. And when I have hired mentors in the past and mentors that are currently in my life, it's the fact that they've shared similar struggles to me that I find most compelling. That's really what makes me trust them and bond to them more than the things that I even like desire from them. It's really funny, like Azuro, who you heard me mention. That's really what I am most drawn to, and it's really important. So really go deep here and really allow yourself to describe those things. It sets the stage for a ton of your future efforts, and it calls in the people that you're here to serve, because you don't need to be the guru on the mountain or an ascended master to be worthy of making an incredible impact or to be able to make an incredible impact and worthy of an incredible income in this line of work. You just need to be a few steps ahead and able to look back and say, hey guys, here's how I did it. Here's what I went through. Here's how you can do it. Let's go. It's not that much more complicated than that. So when you look at being able to share this stage shaking message and you go into your internal world about when you are going to tell these stories, this is the biggest key. You have to be enrolled in it more than anybody. And if you hear me talk about the golden age, and if you hear me riff on this, you know how much I love it. You know how real it is to me. You know how there's about 10 different prophecies that all come together, and a turning of the universe and cosmic years and the Vedic histories. And there's so many pieces that I am so wildly passionate about and mildly aware of. I don't pretend to be an expert in all of it, but I have got a working understanding of it. I definitely have the passion for it. And if you know me, you know that that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to create massive change in the world by tapping into this energy. And that's my movement. That's my message. So again, you must be enrolled in this with absolute clarity. You cannot waver. You must know. And if you push on me, you know that you're going to find rock solid conviction in this. And when you step into that, there is the place of being a visionary, of being a servant leader, of having that purity and that desire to create the transformations where you are able to express those transformational moments, able to express those vulnerable truths, and remain centered and grounded in the alchemy, in the transformation that you have gone through and that you're inviting other people into. Incredibly powerful. So go deep on who you really want to serve, and go into why you love them so much. That's one of the most important things, is that people, in leadership, one of the most important things is unconditionally loving the people that you serve. So make sure that you choose them wisely, because everyone's going to screw up. Everyone's going to do goofy things. Everyone's going to miss an assignment or do this or do that. And some of you are already in the naughty, naughty bus. And I love you anyway, because you're amazing and you're working through your limiting beliefs and you're working through your insecurities, just as I am doing in real time. And we're all in this together. We really, really are. And so, again, I want to stress how important it is to choose people that you really want to serve, because there's going to be annoying moments. There just are. and there are plenty of people that are your ideal clients. You don't need to suffer in service, and that comes from choosing wisely. So go deep into that. Who is your audience? Very general question, but just go for it. And the requirements for the people you're called to serve. This is, a similar subject and very important, because again, the people that you're called to serve need to be of a certain quality, and that you deserve to have amazing clients. You deserve to serve amazing people, and you should choose them, and they should choose you. And when you are selective about that, it creates an air of not arrogance, but an air of standards and an air of, I'm not here for everyone. I'm not here to go, shovel people out of the alley that are dealing with drug addiction. I'm just not. I'm not capable of that. I'm not called to that. It's not my calling. I'm here to call forth the leaders, case in point, and serve them with every ounce of my soul and help bring them into a greater reality, help spread their impact and increase their income. That's what I'm here for. Who do you not want to work with? Be clear on that. Program the universe and your internal vibration and your detailed communications with that knowing. And talk about your former self, and not in the previous question, but in the one above. I probably should change that order now that I look back on it. And how will your story of transformation inspire them? And how will you show them that they can live, like for me, I'm living in my passion, and I'm here to show other people that they can do the same thing. And it's crucial. It's extremely powerful. What are their greatest pains and joys? Why do they feel those pains? Why do they feel those joys? Go deep, go in. Allow yourself to go in. And what result are they really seeking in life? And ultimately, that's why you are here. As charming as you might think that I am, you wouldn't be here if you didn't have a very clear idea in your mind about what result I can offer you. Right? I want to put you on stage. I want to help you. I want to show you how to do virtual events. I want to show you how to do group coaching and do the internal work required to bring yourself into that awareness and to emerge as that identity and allow that aspect of you to shine. That's why we're here. So does that sound like fun? I hope so, because we got a few more months to go. If your former self was listening to you, what would you say to him or her? Huge question. And there's a lot of deep inner child work that I've done. If you really want to get deep with this, you can go type as much as you want there. But really allow yourself to go in on that, because it's a really, really powerful question. What transformation would you be offering them, internally or externally? And how are you going to be speaking to, so it's kind of a sub question here, like how are you going to speak to the inner child of the people that you're talking to? Because we're all going to have traumas and dramas and beliefs and fears that are going to be difficult, and you're here to help push through that, transmute that, alchemize that. What vulnerabilities will you be sharing? Very, very important. What have you transformed that you're going to share with your people? What encouragement would you give to that former self? Big one. What are your personal greatest pains and pleasures in life? The more clear you are on that, the more clear your people will feel that you are, the more bonded to you that they will be. What have you loved since you were a child? This is one of the great questions about determining what you want to do. And as clear as you are right now, there will likely be some changes in the product that you deliver to the world, either in this iteration or in the next coming ones. And the more clear you are on who and what you desire and what you've desired since you were a child, it creates a ton of power and a ton of authenticity in the way you express yourself and the products that you're creating. So get clear on that, and it's a really beautiful exercise. Another amazing question that requires a little bit of meditation, perhaps. What is spirit seeking to create through you? I love this question. That might be like my favorite question in the known universe. It's a big one. Only you can answer, but drop deep within yourself. Go into your feelings. Go into your heart and soul and express what you feel you are here on earth to create. What is the divine, what is infinite intelligence and love and wisdom seeking to give you and express through you? Big question. What problems do you know you can solve for people? Like you know it in your bones, in your absolute certainty, you know you can do this. What do you love solving the most? Again, super, super crucial. Describe the suffering your client is experiencing due to these problems. I'll fix that typo after this. This is where the additional layers of the emotional impact is really required and really powerful. And this is what you're going to be speaking to, especially in your sales calls and your copy. It is literally your job to remind people of their feelings. That is really what sales is all about. It's not to manipulate, because it's not really possible for most people. And if it is possible for you, don't do it, because that's being a con man. What being a guide and an ally and an ethical enroller is reminding people of who they are and what they feel and what they fear, what they desire, and in a high integrity way, bringing that pain to their awareness, because we all get distracted. Sorry, I've got a very rambunctious, come here, 3-year-old Labrador puppy here who is really desiring my attention at this point in the day. Mary, and we're going to get there soon, but not yet. So we got a few more questions to go. Okay, just wait. So we want to go deep with all that and really be clear about that, because it's your job to remind them. I remind you, not time to go outside yet. So, no, relax. Well, hey, stop, not yet. So, we're almost married. We're almost there. Stop it. I don't want to re-record this. Stop it. No. So, all right. So imagine you're your client and I got so many typos in here, and you're stuck, tired, and disgusted about this problem. Describe how you feel in vivid language and really get inside the shoes and the heart and the soul of your people. Okay. It's really, really important. The more empathy, the more detail you have with them, the more powerful you will be in how you express it. And when you're on stage, you can step into their shoes because you've done these exercises. You're not just speaking from your vibrance and your exuberance. You're able to go into that world with them and say, I know how it feels to be in this with you. And later we're going to do interviews to really detail this. But the more that you step into this energy and in this consciousness and feel their emotions, you'll be drastically further ahead. So go into how it affects all areas of your life: family, relationship, health, finance, confidence, psychology. Really get a full spectrum awareness of what's happening in your people's worlds, because they are dealing with these problems. All right. This is also going to be a big deal in sales, because you're going to want to talk about, look, how is this affecting your life? Like, how is this affecting your finances? How is this affecting your prospects of being a great parent or a great lover or whatever, right? These are important things. Describe your greatest success stories for clients in detail: the time, money, love, quality of life improvements. If you're just starting out, talk about your personal transformations, because you are your first testimonial. All right. You are the first one that you're here to save. And oftentimes that is enough. If you have the passion and the charisma, you can say, look, I used to be depressed and anxious and self-loathing, and I worked my ass off and read 50 books and took all these courses. I meditate twice a day. And now I feel a lot better. And I want to share that magic with you. Right. If you're just starting out, that's enough. Go into the vision of 5 to 10 years into the future, because you want to feel this and see this and know that this is your mission. You can see this vision inside your mind of where you're taking these people, and you can describe it in detail. What pain have you eliminated from their life? Be really clear on that. What outcomes give you the biggest sense of personal satisfaction? Really, really important. And then take a moment and bring all of this into a single life-changing outcome that you know your client deeply desires. 1 to 3 sentences. All right. All this depth and emotion and feeling and energy. Big deep breath and pack it into a few sentences. This is the magic right here. All right. Now here's the really cool one. Now imagine you're at a party full of your ideal clients. Everyone there wants to pay you for your unique genius. They are eagerly awaiting to pull out their Amexes and pay you for sharing your gifts with them. Now, the only catch is you've got to describe what you do in a beautiful, irresistible way. But you can't say, I'm a business coach. You can say, I help impact-driven companies grow in ways they thought were impossible through storyteller marketing strategies. Right? A lot different. I help lawyers transform their emotions so that they stop ruining their families, make more money, and enjoy the beautiful quality of life that they deserve. Right? There's a lot of detail you can pack in there, and that's what we're here to do. So much love and respect. Out right at the 15-minute mark again. I love when that happens. That was my intention. Love you. Bless you. Thank you. and dive in. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.